In everyday work of our lives, we come across many life stories where we see opportunities that have enabled and challenges that have threatened the possibility of a world that is equitable for all. It is through these stories we are inspired for a better world that is more inclusive. These are not always stories of the celebrities. These are stories of people around us, just like you and me, the simple everyday people. These stories are much more powerful because they happen around us, involving us, and we witness them unfold, and we draw from them an inspiration or a desperation for change. As we celebrate Women's Day, I dedicate this sharing to celebrate the stories of women whose tenacity, clarity, humility, and authenticity makes them a true hero, whose life I bring together as a story to tell, a story to delve, and a story to propel. As you hear these stories today, you might wonder, is this my story she is sharing? Believe me, I'm not. What I'm sharing is not the story of one woman. These are our collective stories, chapters pulled out of our lives. This is the unified voice from a few chapters of our collective story. As you listen to these diverse stories, get in touch with that part of you that connects you to its essence. Let's begin with the stories that propel. She was alone and different. After a long and hard try to fit in at all cost, she realized that not everyone has to fit in the same way. It's okay to stand out. Not with arrogance, but with acceptance that she has to be herself first to become anything else she wishes to achieve in her life. She told herself every day, I was born to be me, not someone else. Then why am I trying hard not to be me? As she slowly but steadily embraced her full self with love and peace, her need to look like someone, win like someone, and live like someone faded into thin air. She is she, not someone else. An authentic, courageous hero she is. Let's continue with our chapters. This woman carried a lot on her shoulder, oftentimes filled with guilt for the time she spent away from the children at work, and more guilt when she spent time with children away from work. Very little time for herself. She often asked, can I have it all? And she drew inspiration from other women who stood as a proof that she can have it all too. She just needs to find her own rhythm to her life, a rhythm that will feel natural and to which she can dance with joy. She started with self compassion, less guilt, and more appreciation for the wonderful life she was working hard to live every day. With time, she was able to spread that compassion around her. After all, one cannot pour from an empty cup, can we? A self compassionate hero she is. As we continue, here is someone for whose success meant different things at different phases of her life. At times, she prioritized career. At times, she slowed down to take care of her loved ones. At times, she experimented to be on her own. At times, she took up a steady job. She did not have one formula for success, and she was not going to take a hand down recipe for success from someone else. She was unapologetic about her choices. She arrived there after fully embracing that success is a personal phenomenon, not a public event. A hero adorned with clarity she is. Here we are on our last chapter. She endured the criticisms that would remind her that her life choices were out of sync with the conventional norms of the society. She was growing increasingly tired of hiding, pretending, and looking for that approval to feel right. After a long and lamenting journey, she decided to stop seeking approval. She is not a proposal to be approved or rejected. She is a personality, a complete, beautiful bundle capable of leading a life with true inner joy. She freed herself from her self imposed need for approval and acceptance. She found a source of strength from within that was far more powerful than any approval that anyone can give. These are glimpses of incredible everyday women we come across in life or when we look into the mirror, and their stories are real. It's through these stories we hear and choose to be inspired by. We open new doors, we carve out new paths, and we create a world that is less judgmental and more inclusive. What are the stories that have inspired you? Let's tell them loudly with compassion so it can reach everyone's heart. Happy Women's Day, folks!